Hey Larry, I thought you'd like an update on the garage. I know you like that sort of thing. Pam is out with the car at the store, so I just gonna kind of walk around in the empty space. I haven't changed much over here. I got my pressure washer running, and so I needed a place to put it where I could really get to it easily, so it's right there. And I got my garbage can in from out back. Motorcycle stands are there because the motorcycle is on the kickstand. And it's still on the charger. I'm still not riding it. I'm not too happy about that, but there's the new mower, which is a beast compared to the old mower, which is fine, but it's just too small for our property. I love this new one. It's fantastic. There's the mountain bike I'd also like to be riding if I can get my legs going. And there's the sweeper I bought to go with this mower. Plenty of room for everything. Got a new battery charger there because the old one's a little wonky in the wiring. So there's my chipper. And that right there is actually the hitch for the sweeper. A circular miter sliding compound thing. That's the bag for the sweeper, just folds right up. There's Pam's cordless string trimmer, which she loves. And here's most of the stuff for my gas-powered pole saw. We have attachments. We have a brush cutter and a chainsaw and a hedge trimmer attachments for it. So that's what all that stuff is. Right now it's down waiting for parts. I need a new carburetor on it. Let's see. Walk around in here. There it is, waiting for its parts. My workbench is a little messed up right now because I've been keeping my oils for chainsaws right here because I have 3 chainsaws, and right now one of them is the only one that's running except for the cordless pole saw. So this one here was running, and I put a new fuel filter on it, and the line was so screwed up it was on its way out. And then the carburetor broke. There's a plastic part that goes right here. It's for the high butterfly. And it just broke right off in my hand. So that sucks. So I got a new carburetor coming for it because they don't sell that part. But it turns out I can buy this part, this whole thing, for $10 with that plastic part. I just didn't know it. So I may get one of those and have a spare carburetor on hand because it was running fine until I broke it. And let's see. Bicycles I'm not riding because I'm unable at the moment. Spare tires I got at Harbor Freight with wheels for $3.99 a piece. Those fit on our garden wagons, the same size on both wagons, so I thought those would be good to have around. There's my welder. Still accessible, got to move a couple things to get to it. Halogen lights. And somewhere in here there's a LED light. That thing is super bright. And my cart. I don't know if I ever showed you the inside of this, but this is where my meter goes. It's just not there. Electrical stuff. Paintless dent repair stuff. Pass-through socket set and a bunch of ratchets. And picks. And then the most used ratchets for my motorcycle and motorcycle related tools in this drawer. All metric. And then SAE, most used ratchets and sockets to go with my vans because those are both made in America. And then I have my other things for the vans are in this drawer over here. SAE. Supply drawer with just miscellaneous supplies. Miscellaneous, super important stuff. I know where it all is. It just isn't really a category. Mess makers, I call it. This is all things that cut. Call them mess makers. Big ratchets, not really a big ratchet drawer anymore. It's a spare socket drawer and torque wrenches. This is actually an impact driver you can hit with a hammer. This is actually spare wrenches. Can never have too many spare wrenches. This is all body work tools and sandpapers and things like that. This is specialty tools like tire irons and riveters and spring compressors and antifreeze checkers and whatever. And this is bigger, heavier things that there's a butterfly knife collection there and a throwing knife collection for throwing, because I like to throw knives. And impact sockets and driver hammers go in here. A lot of them are out right now doing other things. Pliers, air tools, air brush for painting, fittings, just air related stuff, tire patch kit, electrical things like soldering irons and extra connectors for my welder and my battery chargers, and there's a stud sensor there, and there's some helping hands. And then my buffer is in there, and a couple of bigger tools like a dual action sander, a heat gun, and down at the bottom of this I have some other big tools like recip saws and grinders and palm sanders. That's where these oil usually go. I keep oil in that cart. There's my meter. Can't even describe this stuff. It's just a little bit of everything. Bench grinder, belt sander, chainsaw sharpener back in there in the corner. That comes off and goes over here in the holes of these pins. You recognize these? And there's a worm drive saw underneath that drone. Metal chop saw, drone parts and GoPro stuff in that container. And my chainsaws all go there. Actually, that one's still running. I just haven't used it this year. That's kind of the tour. Got magnet strips here and there. And usually I can get to a place to work if I have to. And this will clean off quickly if I need to use my vise for something. That's the tour. Hope you liked it. Oh, hey, if I do this thing will quit coming on all the time. I have a very slight air leak up there somewhere. I can't even hear it. But about every few hours, my compressor's kicking on. That'll fix that. All right. Hope you enjoyed it.